The Vineyards in Lewes looks like any other mixed-use development near Delaware's beaches. Some retail businesses on the first floor, apartments above. But inside one of those storefronts is a very different type of business. This is the First State Compassion Center's second medical marijuana dispensary.
I imagine we'll start out here somewhere with around 500 patients to open with. And I expect that to probably double within 6 months.
Former State Police Trooper Mark Lally runs the Compassion Center. He doesn't expect problems from nearby residents when they open in April.
I think people are starting to understand just from the fact that we did open Delaware's first dispensary in Newcastle County and had virtually no problems whatsoever, any need of law enforcement or any other type of problems, that people started realizing this is not the evil thing, that the marijuana is not the evil product that everybody thought it was and has been taught that it is.
The dispensary looks very similar to your local bank branch, a long counter with separate windows for patients with valid medical marijuana cards to pick up their pot.
According to Delaware law, a patient is allowed to purchase up to 3 ounces in a 14-day period and possess no more than 6 ounces in a 28-day period.
Outside, the dispensary will have a simple sign identifying the location, but they're not trying to draw too much attention to the facility. It's only for patients.
It isn't open to the public. It's not something we want the general public stopping in. We don't want to refuse people from coming in because we know they're curious, but we have to by regulations and by our policies.
With a second medical marijuana dispensary opening, advocates of legalizing recreational marijuana are optimistic.
We do see this as two very separate industries with a need for both of them. So it's very important to also tax and regulate recreational cannabis for all adults 21 and older.
Members of the Cannabis Bureau of Delaware have been actively lobbying lawmakers to build support to legalize recreational marijuana. The state's budget woes have given the group ammunition in their pitch to members of the General Assembly.
The fact of the matter is, with a $385 million budget deficit, Delaware cannot afford to wait on this issue. And the solutions to this budget deficit is raise taxes, raise property taxes, when for the very first time in history, we have a consumer group lobbying our elected officials to be taxed.
Governor John Carney presented a budget to lawmakers that definitely did not include tax revenue from marijuana. Carney does not support the idea, although it was pitched to him at several budget briefings he held with residents earlier this year.
You say you disagree and you don't support it.
No,
Can you expound on that a little bit?
I just did. We barely stood up our medical marijuana program, frankly. We ought to get that up and running and get the experience with that before we jump into something that I think has negative effects as well. If we believe that that's going to solve this fiscal problem, I think we're kidding ourselves.
He's not going to budge on that notion whatsoever, but I don't know, that's personal. But as a governor, I think he should be objective and listen to the people, since he too is a public service worker.
If the state were to approve recreational marijuana, Mark Lally wants in.
What we would hope to do is be able to supplement the medical marijuana through our recreational programs, because the majority of our medical patients, as you're all aware, well, one, there's no insurance that provides them with any financial assistance to purchase the medicine, and two, a lot of our patients, due to their disabilities and their conditions, aren't able to work or to have money. So to me, I would welcome recreational as part of my business to be able to help supplement the medical part and make it more affordable